Hello people, welcome back to the channel CrustG-G, where today we're going to be playing more Stanley Parable. This is my third time trying to record this, because I can't find my cursor on this screen. Just up to 9. Oops. Up. And confirm. It's really not. It just... That's pretty much it. Setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's use another slider to find out. 908. Hold on. Pretty accurate. Okay. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, no. Okay, that's fine. I need to be able to see my cursor for that, though. Like, that's... Don't move that up all the way. Begin the game.
This is the story.
Yeah, I've been through this. I've done that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Wait a second. Yeah, okay. You said left?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Code, please?
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let me out. Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What? This doesn't look... Ah, hey! This doesn't look right.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Next time. And this time I won't go flying off the edge.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Can we continue?
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Adam?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
But it's
walking,
offline.
eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What does that say? Can I? Okay, I can't. Good. This side? No. Okay. Do what he says this time. I can't see.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Definitely.
Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
It's not open yet.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Is he though? Out in the middle of nowhere? Achievement unlocked, beat the game. Sure. See? Right back here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I hate Mondays. Luckily, this doesn't go up on a Monday.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Like I said, next time is the escape option.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Escape first. Ooh. I didn't know this was a thing. Escape. Escape first.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Come on.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Will I, though? Or will he?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
You're under the assumption that I can hear you, though I guess you know that. But you were pretending I didn't before with the keypad. Whee! Hey!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
No. Hey, no. Ah! Huh?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I'm alive. See? Alive. I'm free. I guess this way.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Dad? What am I doing here? What am I? Placing this opening section, it was important to get right. Okay. Credits. Oh, what's this way? Early version of the maintenance room. I don't think I've gone there yet. Fun. Yeah. Warzone. We designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. Okay. Adam. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we asked people to email the narrator for questions. Okay. We initially planned to use these for other promotional materials. We've never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Cool. The lounge. The office. Just a phone and a pencil sharpener. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at everything now. I'm just gonna try and find the way out. Probably glance at some stuff, but... Adam?
Fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you... Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you...
What? I just came all the way back around. Is there an exit to this, or do I just restart? Oh, it does move. Nope, I've been here. Seriously, is there no way to get out of here? That was just a whole circle. There's nothing, then. Have I been this way? Yes, I have. Which ending is this? Alright then, I think I'll end it here, and then I'll press... Ooh, my computer's getting hot. I get it. I'll end the game here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go and leave a like on the video. If you didn't, there's another button for that. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, you're notified whenever I upload. And if you have any suggestions for other games I can play, leave them in the comments down below. But until next time, I hope you have a nice day.